Yes. Welcome.
All my sisters with me.
There we go.
That's
There we
right.
go. There we go.
I'm a little too loud.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday. You are now tuned into Ladies Night Radio Show. It's your girl, Mysterious Jax, coming to you live from the Good News Studio. Also here with me are my beautiful, amazing co-hosts, the ladies.
Hey.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
What up, y'all? I told you I was a little too loud. It's Friday. Viernes.
Sorry we took forever to get on here. We were having some technical difficulties with the program, but we're good here. We're here now. Maria, I was going to play you that song that Keith was talking to you about. Did you want to hear it?
Yes, let me hear it.
Okay, let's see if this is
So
it.
Keith says every time he hears this song, it reminds him of me.
I'm trying to find the part that it says your name. It says Maria, I'm drunk.
I was trying to look at the name. I was like, what the hell?
It's Travis Scott featuring Young Thug and Justin Bieber, and it's called Maria, I'm Drunk. So apparently,
We're like, what that mean? So you're drunk, and what you want me to do?
Let me in.
it's just because it has your name in it. That's it.
I'm talking about the song in general.
Oh,
What that
he
mean?
needs an Uber ride. He needs you to pick him up.
I was thinking a little thing more, a little happier. And,
Hey, Faletti.
playful.
Shout out to Faletti, who's in the chat room all the way from Oregon. Shout out to Faletti.
Hey.
Yo.
Faletti was on episode, I don't even remember, but he was a good time. He actually beat the record for being muted in the first 5 minutes of the show.
Oh, yes, he did.
So, yeah, freaking Faletti, dude.
He
I
had a
freaking
big old
love
mouth.
you. Big old mouth. Damn. Tonguins. I'm just kidding. I love you. Before I start the show, I definitely want to give a shout out to Kathy. Kathy from the Bay
we love
Area.
Kathy. Yes. Hey, Kathy.
Kathy actually sent us our first ladies night fan mail. Look, you guys want to pass that around? I trusted her, so I gave her my home address. So I'm not always gonna do that, but if you guys want to send us fan mail, send it to the Good
we need
News.
a P.O. box.
I'm
know we
loving the
do.
stamps, Kathy.
Right?
Yes.
Let me read the letter to you guys. She sent in this letter right here, and it says, Dear Jackie and the ladies, thank you for providing and creating such a positive space for women and people of color. I love the show so much, and I hope that it continues to grow and thrive. Y'all are some of the most intelligent, funny, down-to-earth, dope as hell women.
Woo!
Woo! Keep on inspiring. Hope y'all like the stickers. Love, Kathy. Here, if you guys want to see and pass
That
it
is
around.
a blessing. Thank you so much, Kathy. You know what? I'm looking at the envelope, and I like how you put nothing but peach. At least I'm thinking they're peaches because they got like a little crack in the middle. So
They
it looks
are
like a little booty.
Once I get the stickers out my purse, they are peaches.
Oh, this is so thoughtful.
I'm loving this.
She's awesome.
Okay, here it goes.
Thank you so much. I'm taking a picture of this.
So remember,
right
you
now.
guys, she doodles. So if you guys want to find her on Instagram, she's the homie who doodles, just like that. The homie who doodles, and she creates a lot of stuff. And she actually turned one of her doodles into stickers, and she sent it to us. One of them says "Peach, don't kill my vibe," and the other one says "Just fucking peachy." So choose one, pass it around. That's for you ladies, and we're gonna give some out to some of our listeners as well. So yeah, let's get today started. So before we start the show, I just want to check in with everybody. How's everybody's week going? I'm gonna start off with Farfan right here.
Busy. It's been crazy. Yeah.
Busy how? Just work busy or like life busy?
Work busy, kind of. I mean, I work busy in one day is feels like a whole week. But graduations,
Oh, that's
events,
right.
all
Sean-
this other stuff.
Sean graduated.
Yay.
Shout out to my boo.
Congratulations.
Yes, he's ready for middle school.
Hey.
Watch watch out, here he comes.
Yeah, you better watch him.
Oh my god, I don't even.
He sure is coming.
There was one
Yeah, so much energy.
There was one video that I saw. He was just taking pictures with all girls.
And
I said,
caught-
Myra, you better watch him.
Girl, I caught the ends of it. They were all like waiting to hug him and crying. Everybody was crying.
Oh,
I mean,
such a cutie
Because they're not going to
pie.
see him next year, right?
No, he's not going to the
He's
same
going to
school.
a different school. Myra said, I'm going to take him out of this crowd. And I said, you know, he's going to find another crew.
Yeah, she said he's just gonna get
He's
a
got
new crew.
crew. Like, for reals. That's crazy. Are you ready for that? Because he's going to be, what? He's going to be an 8th grader, and then soon he's going to be a high school. And then you're going to have a high schooler as a kid.
Yeah,
Like, that's just crazy to me.
7th and 8th, and then he'll be in high school. I know.
I just remember when you told me, I'm pregnant. And I was like, oh my God.
I know. And you guys had my little picture up on the. We had a whole mural, like a
I
freaking dedicated
know.
baby with all my kids on.
That's crazy. I've known you forever. Look at that.
I know. I just found a pic. Well, every time I go through my pictures, I see that old when you went. I think it was you. I think Andrea had a baby, and you were at the hospital with me. You went to go visit her, and there was a little tiny picture of you and Sean. I'm like, oh. Sean was like 2 or something.
Can you send
Or
that
4.
to me?
I've
I want to
sent-
frame that.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you.
That's awesome.
But I don't remember where we were. Maybe. it
And
was-
shout out to little Nadia over here. She got a certificate. Do
Oh,
you-
yes.
Maria,
I'm so proud of her.
have you ever heard her speak Spanish?
I have not, but I'm really proud of
Her
her.
Spanish
That's
is really good. Like, it's better than mine.
Dude, that is. Well, I think even Kosi be better than you.
Right. Yeah,
Shade.
she's good.
Shade. Damn.
Damn.
Oh, my God. But next time you see Nadia, make sure you ask her something in
Yes.
Spanish, and she'll tell you some stuff in
For
Spanish.
sure.
What about you, Maria? How's your week been going? Get off your phone.
Just fucking peachy. I'm taking some of these pictures of these nice stickers
That's
that
how her
Kathy
week's
sent
been.
us. Yes, it's been peachy. But you know what? On Thursday, I was so happy that it was over. And not my week, just the big events of my week. The big events, now I start to stress about work now because now I have to get ready for our 8th grade culmination for the school that I work for.
When's your last day?
But
When's
next
their last
Friday.
day? Okay.
Next Friday. But I am so happy and proud because also, like your son, my daughter also graduated from 8th grade.
right.
So, Anissa, congratulations, my love.
With straight A's.
Yes, straight
Yes.
A's, principal honor roll, and she got an award for U.S. history. So, very proud of you, my love. I love you. But other than that, it's just been pretty chill, with the exception up until Wednesday.
Yeah, don't forget, my goddaughter, aka your daughter, she was on the principal's list, 4.0, and the top 10 PSAT score.
Oh yeah,
Don't forget that.
Congratulations. You know, I'm very humble with that. I don't like
No.
to speak up
Sean
too
brought
much,
that
but-
up the other day. Well, when he graduated, we were talking about. I was telling him about 7th and 8th grade and how he needs to make sure that his grades are good. And he's like, "Oh yeah, you know, like Jackie's niece or Jackie's goddaughter."
Stop it.
Yes, he was like, "Didn't she make? They didn't." And because we went to go visit his new middle school, and they had the books, the PSAT booklets on the tables in one of the graphic arts classes that we walked through. And I was like, "Sean, did you notice that?" He was like, "Oh no, I didn't." And then I mentioned Anissa, and he was like, "Oh, that's right. I remember she was at your mom. Her mom was at the show, and they were talking about how she got straight A's, and she's really." And he's like, "I remember she's really humble."
listening.
He was like, "She's the one that's really humble that didn't want to speak, right?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yes. So she did. She took the PSAT for the first time, and she was one of the top 10 students that had the highest scores. So yes, I'm very
Make
proud
you
of
so
her.
Proud. Ugh.
Yes, and she right now she has me into one high school that she really wants to go through, and Jackie's trying to help me out, you know, with talking her into going to the right one. But she's just like a firecracker. Like, she is so motivated.
She'll excel
She
wherever she
knows
goes.
where she's going. She knows what she wants, and I'm really proud of her. Really proud of her.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, I don't know, I have any kids, but she's like the closest thing I have to a child. So I'm very, not hard on her, but I'm very like, I'm very honest with her. And I say, you know, my door's always open. And she talks to Maria a lot. Like, her and Maria talk a lot, but she talks to me and just lets me know, and just, you know, I check in with her. So yeah, especially with boy problems, she loves to talk to me about the boys. And I was like, yeah, you know, I mean, I'd rather talk to you about other things, but okay, if this is what you're going to communicate with me, I'll take it, you know. But Yeah, she'll tell me some stuff that she might not tell Maria, and that's okay.
That
like,
is.
How would you feel? Okay, because I told Maria, I was like, there's some things that I haven't told you, but it's because it's like she trusted me in that, and I don't want to break her trust. So, Cynthia even brought that up one time because I was sharing it with Cynthia. I was like, oh, my goddaughter told me this, but I haven't told my sister. I don't know if I should tell her or not. And so Cynthia's like, I'm going to have Maribella tell you things, but you have to tell me. I said, no, Cynthia, if Maribella tells me things, I am not going to tell you because I don't want to lose her trust.
Here's the thing. You're an aunt. You know you're like a second mom.
Exactly.
You know? I wouldn't tell Maria. Not because Maria. No, here's the thing though. You should trust your sister to know that she won't. You know, she'll
give
want
the best
advice
regardless for
her.
Exactly.
And that motherly instinct, because she's your niece, will still come through.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of my nephew, my oldest, confided in me all the time. Like, he would tell me things, and like, we'll hang out together, and he'll tell me things that I know he wouldn't tell his mom. And one day I said something to his mom, but I'm like, don't say anything, you know. And then she did. She brought it up and threw it in his face in an argument.
No.
She freaking burned me, and ever since then it's been different. And I'm like, damn, dude.
See?
I felt betrayed by her, and then I'm like, dang, how am I gonna make it up to him?
Exactly.
Because like now he's like, damn, they talk about everything. I can't tell her anything anymore.
Exactly.
So that
I think for me it's I don't mind, but I also fear because, you know, Jackie can only do so much.
How so?
Because she's only with you for so long, right? So, like, she's with you an hour out of the day, 2 hours, depending on spending the night, just depending on that moment of what the time frame is. But when she's at home, like, I could keep an eye on that. Or I'm not that type of mom that throws things
okay, good.
in my kid's face.
Let's say she does tell you something that you may not necessarily agree with, and what would you do? I think your way to cope, I think if it were me, my way of coping with it would probably be to speak to my sister about it, so we can try to find a solution for her to approach it if she's comfortable with you.
We do that, right, Jackie?
Yeah, we do that.
Because then if you say something and it's even remotely close to what she's confided in Jackie about, it'll kind of...
And for the most part, I want to say that out of all my three, I think all of my three daughters tell me most of everything.
Yeah.
But I really do know that Anissa, and Jelly comes second, tell me it all. Like, Anissa has already told me her first kiss, and I know that she told me way after it happened, like months after, right? Because I'm starting to, I learned with my first one.
So that was one of the things that she told me first before she told
Jackie's
Maria.
Been knowing.
But I told her, like, you know, you can tell your mom these things, but she's like, yeah, but if I tell my mom, she's going to tell my dad, and I really don't want him to know, because, you know, I guess, you know, obviously your dad's going to feel another type of way, but Maria is a little bit more open and more honest with the kids, you know, she understands, but I did tell her, like, well, I did say something like, I think you need to talk to Anissa about her boy situation.
Yeah, okay.
So I did say that, but I didn't say all the details because I don't want to lose Anissa's trust either.
And you know what?
But if I see red flags, for sure I'm going to tell you something.
Oh, yeah,
and when I did talk to Anissa, it wasn't like your Thea Jackie told me, because I already knew about this young man. I just didn't know to what extent.
Yeah.
Right? She told Jackie the extent. So, you know, I took her out to eat, and we're just talking about him, and I'm just asking questions, and I'm not going to say too much because I don't know.
I know. Don't be putting her business out there.
But she shared. She did share. So, you know, like even yesterday, she went to her 8th grade field trip, which was at Six Flags. I know that there's this particular young man who, you know, has a crush on her, and she has a crush on him. But it's nothing other than just a crush. He has his girlfriend. So we sat at the kitchen table, just talking about her day at Six Flags, and she was just sharing with me about the bus ride and all that. So I think with Anissa, I have the closest right now when it comes to sharing. And I appreciate that. Sometimes I do cringe in my skin because I don't know what to say. And I'll just be like, you know, we're going to come back to that because I don't know what to tell you right now.
Yeah. No, I mean,
you don't always have the answer as a parent.
That's true.
I think at the end of the day, we've learned from our own experiences growing up that we did, at least I don't know about your relationship with your mom, Myra, but like me and Maria, like we did not communicate like this.
No.
Like we couldn't talk like this with our moms. So we wanted to change that, and we wanted to open those doors so that if they have any questions and anything, like they can come to us. And I think that's important to have.
Yes.
But yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap that up. Madi, just to let you guys know, Madi on the mic is not here today.
We miss you, Madi.
I know. She was going to be here, but last minute she had to go do her Madi duties that she does. And
as a beautiful person that she is.
Yes. She went to go save a puppy or a dog. Apparently There's like a dog that's going to be sent to the pound, and you know, Madi couldn't let that happen. So Madi's actually on her way to go pick up this dog to take it to its new owner. So shout out to Madi, who's not here with us, but is doing something amazing. You know, because she loves her animal. So we do too. But you know, Madi, we miss you, girl. And I know you're tuning in right now. So, you know, go ahead if you want to call in, Madi. It's 323-900-0478. Let us know how your dog saving journey is right now. And me, I had a good week. I'm doing this temp job for the week, and you know, I stay to myself. But I got a story for you guys. Remind me to tell you during the topic. Let's just say the guy across from me somehow got my number, and now he doesn't stop texting me. And yeah, there's more to the story. And he got me with the whole, oh, yeah, I'm interested in doing a podcast. Because you know me, I talk about the good news all the time, everywhere we go. And so I ended up giving him my number because he said he didn't have Instagram. So I was like, okay, well, here's my number. If you're interested, tell your friends to come, you know, hit me up and we can arrange for you guys to come to the studio, whatever, and this and that. And so after that, he has been blowing up my phone ever since. And I'm going to tell you guys that during the topic. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump in. I mean, it is a hot mess. It's a hot mess. I just want to really quickly say, too, he's freaking married. And so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump into...
Damn!
Let's jump into tonight's Cheese Man. Are y'all ready for some Cheese Man? All right. Did you see the billboard that an aspiring actress paid for to get Tyler Perry's attention?
Oh my God, I heard it on the radio. I haven't seen it
It's literally a billboard of her face that reads, "Attention, Mr. Perry. Raquel Bailey is your next leading lady." Along with her website and Twitter account. Tyler Perry was clearly unimpressed. He posted the photo and pretty much states that's not the way to get his attention, especially when auditioning is free. He goes on to praise her ambition, but says she can probably do something better with that money. It's crazy. We all have goals we want to achieve, but how far is too far? Do you guys think that a line was crossed? Do you think she got his attention at least? Like, do you think she accomplished what she wanted, or what? Do you guys think it was a waste of money?
I think I understand her part, because she felt like, I'm going to show Tyler Perry, like, you know, this, I want this that bad. Like, you know, this is me.
Yeah.
But then Tyler Perry came with it really humble and said, if you wanted to get my attention, we have free open audition. What do you call that?
Auditions. Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm a little bit on the both side of the fences with this, because it is a little scary that
I'm going to go ahead and
that
say
crazy.
that she got her point across.
Yes.
She accomplished her goal.
She's on the
which was
media
to get his attention.
Yeah.
And guess what? Now her name is going to stand
Yes.
out to him. Even though he said, oh, you know, you could have used the money. Da, da, da. Guess what? You responded to it. You saw it. And now you know her name.
Well, let me ask you this.
Well,
Okay, but it doesn't stop here for her, right?
Right.
So what do you recommend, as somebody who works in the industry, what do you recommend that her next step be? Should she now go to his audition since he opened the door?
Yes.
Right?
Oh, yes.
Or should she post another crazy billboard?
No, save your money, girl. Like, one billboard was good enough. You got his attention. You got him to tweet. You got everything. Even though he didn't agree with you, he saw you. She got her goal and accomplished it.
Not in a positive way, though.
No, it's not a bad way.
He's
He's not saying bad. He just said you could have used your money for a different thing. I get that. But guess what? Now you know her name. So if she does go to his auditions, he's going to be like, oh, you're the girl with the billboard. Girl, you could have used that money for something else. That's fine.
Him acting like
and
that.
that's fine.
I can see him saying
but guess
that.
what? If she's good enough, she's going to blow his mind. She's like, okay, all right, I see you. Boom, you got the job. Or, all right, you know what? You okay. Work on
that
this.
That might be a red flag for them.
Work on this, and come see me again. Doesn't matter. She got what she wanted accomplished, which was getting his attention.
Yeah.
Regardless if his response was like, you can do something better with that money, whatever. She got what she wanted, and that was his attention, and that was it. drops mic, boom,
Right.
you're done.
But I also heard something like of the that he said something along the lines like my team and I were going to be on the eye about you or something that was not positive with him being happier at all, like amused. Like he literally said like it's a red flag
So
for
this
that.
is his Instagram post.
Okay.
Want me to read
There we
it?
go.
Yes.
There we go,
Caption.
Myra.
Here we go, Myra.
Yes, I'm not just on my phone, girl. I'm actually looking.
Ew.
I'm just kidding. Ew.
FYI, Myra, if I ever want any information on anybody, she's my FBI agent right
Yes,
here.
Myra.
Yes. I don't know what I'm doing working for.
Are you
Big
going to
Five.
read this one? Is this what you're going to read?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Uh-huh. So, okay. He says, so here's the deal. This is not the way to get my attention. If you're looking for a role in one of my shows, please don't do this. Save your money. This is the third time that someone has done this. Please stop. To audition, it's free. I'm sure you can use the money for a better purpose. I love that you want to work with me, and I love that you invest in yourself. But when you do things like this, it puts my team on high alert and makes me look at you sideways. I know the message that you want to send is a positive one, but this comes across as the opposite. Again, the best way to work for me is to audition, and it's free. We post breakdowns all the time for actors. Just come and audition. And by the way, you were great in The Night Of. It was my favorite show a couple years ago. I already saw you, so just audition and keep your money. Again, I appreciate your effort, but that's not the way to work for me. God bless you, dreamer. I have no doubt you'll make it one day.
Okay.
I love that.
So that was positive feedback. I tell you this,
Yeah.
I think also what I got from that is like he doesn't want women. I don't want to say women. He doesn't want people to waste their money.
Yeah.
It's like don't waste your money because a lot of people, and it can also be like, okay, maybe you have the money, but maybe she doesn't have the money, so that's not fair. So just to let all you guys know, that's not how I choose my people. So he's letting them know. So I got a positive vibe from it. I think he still got her. Like she still got his attention. But he's just letting you know, like, save your money. Don't.
So
that's not how you're gonna get in my
apparently-
movie.
I love the
Appa-
feedback.
And,
Definitely.
and apparently, a few hours ago, TMZ Live reported that. She went on TMZ Live, and
What?
Yes, and
See, look
that-
at her on TMZ.
Hold on, let's
Yes.
see what she says.
So-
Hold on.
So she has a clip on here, and I haven't listened to the clip, but apparently, she says that Tyler's team reached out to her and asked her to submit the tape. So obviously, it worked.
Boom! Didn't I tell you? I told you.
Can I
Boom.
see her picture real quick?
So at the end of the day, I get what Tyler Perry's saying. He doesn't want you to waste your money, and he wants to give everybody the same opportunity for those who have money and those who don't have money to afford a billboard.
I'm saving up.
Right.
I'm saving up and I'm tagging everybody, damn it.
But at the end of the day, her method worked, just FYI. All right, so go ahead and into the next chisme of the day, which is apparently Ja Rule wants to host another festival.
Please
I
don't. Please don't.
I don't know if you all know about his last festival, but would you go to this festival?
No. If I attended the last festival, I would not attend this festival. No, not happening. I enjoy listening to some of the songs that he made, especially with what's her
Ashanti.
name? Ashanti and
Yeah.
J-Lo. But that's about it. It doesn't go more than that. I wasn't a huge fan.
Right. So
Still not
remember, he escaped from prison. Kosi, why you say it like that? Shout out to
it.
Kosi, our producer. She came with all the content today. She wrote this, but he says, remember, he escaped from prison from putting on that horrible fire festival last year.
He didn't escape. He dodged a bullet. And look, I'm picturing him like El Chapo and shit.
Right.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
He got away.
He got away. He and his partner Billy McFarland, who was convicted, were able to get $30 million from investors and participants. You already know the festival was a beautiful disaster. I say beautiful because it's in the Bahamas. Have you ever been there? Actually, I have been to the Bahamas, and it's really nice. Anyways, it was a hot-ass mess. People had nowhere to sleep. Nothing was set up. It was just fraudulent and to the max. Now, after all that, he's talking about hosting another one. I need him to take several ass seats, clean them, and sit down again. Are y'all going to Ja Rule's festival? Damn!
Ja Rule is a hot mess.
Oh, you know what, Maria? What's your number? What's the number? Come on, tell me.
What number? Oh, 29
29.
or 26.
Or-
One
is
of
it?
those. 26?
It's not 19, right? No.
I'm gonna need Ja Rule to go to church. Ja Rule, go and take yourself to church. Stop trying to throw up these freaking festivals. What the heck is going on with you? We don't trust you. We don't trust you. You can have us
Right?
sleeping on the floor, freaking tents. No, having roaches all up on our faces. No, thank you, sir. With your whack ass sandwiches. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. You're gonna need that guy again to go ahead and take you guys one for the team. Did you guys watch the documentary where that one guy took a one for the team?
No.
And gave
I
somebody
still
a
have not seen
and
the
gave somebody a
documentary.
blowjob.
Stop it.
He said I took one for the team, and he just gave somebody a blowjob to get them out
What
of
did
it.
he get?
A guy gave someone a blowjob.
Well,
for
he
what?
was gay. He was
yeah,
gay.
Yeah,
but
for what?
I think he either they owed money or they were trying to get trucks in, and they were trying to rush the thing, so they sent him to take one for the team and blow the guy. And
That
then
is a
it was.
huge
You guys
take.
gotta watch the
That
documentary.
is
a
just
huge
wrong.
fucking take.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Oh my god, it was hilarious. But anyways, ain't nobody going to your festival, Ja Rule. Ain't nobody going to your festivals. Okay, so just go to church.
Shut the fuck up.
Did you just tell yourself so?
No, Ja Rule, Maria, Ja Rule. Why would I tell myself to shut the fuck up? That don't make no sense.
I would never do that.
I would
Josie is not
never.
laughing. She look-
Josie really is like, shut the fuck up.
Oh God, we had too much fun on this damn show. It's hot in here. We got the sangria
Man, for
going.
real.
Shout out to us. We're fucking hilarious. If nobody's laughing, we're fucking laughing. Anyways, let's go ahead and go into already the next segment of the night. Marie, do you know what the next segment is? Your favorite one?
Game time.
Game time.
Oh dear Lord.
Hey, but first, I do want to shout out to everybody who's in the chat box. We're going to get to you in a minute. We love you. We appreciate y'all. We have no rights to this music.
All right, go ahead. Shout them out in the chat box. What's going on?
All right. So Anna said that, and I respect and I love this. She said, my child talks to me about a lot and she doesn't do with her dad. And I take care of it on the most part, but if something that I think I should talk to her dad about, I will do so if necessary, and her baby knows. And I think that for the most part, that's why kids share more with you, and they respect it, and they love it. And ever since, I hope that their dad's not listening, but we will talk about it later if you are. But when they share and you don't go run and tell their dad, it really goes a long way. So yes, I agree.
I mean, children are humans just like us, so they, you need to earn their trust, just like we want people to earn our trust. You don't want to betray them, and then everybody they'll react a certain way. So that's a good thing. I mean, my son tells me certain things, and he's like, "Mom, he's like, can you please not tell Dad?" I'm like, "Okay." I mean, now I'm like, Sean, I would tell him if it's something that he needs to know, but some things, like Anna said, is not necessary to tell their dad.
I agree.
And because it's something that they're confiding. There's certain things my son tells his dad that they don't tell me, and I don't step over that boundary. I think I trust their dad's judgment enough to know that, like, hey, if it's something that I need to know, he'd tell me.
Right.
Do you ever like want to find out though?
I think
Like if you
I
know
needed
that
to,
something has been said and you don't know what it is, are you like, what did you say? What did he tell you?
Nah, I did in the beginning of our relationship, but I think if I needed to know, it's something that if I needed, and if he felt I needed to know, he would tell me. Yeah, if it's something he can handle, that's totally. I'm okay with just letting it be.
So Mari's in the chat box, y'all. In case you don't know,
Hi, Maddie.
Yeah, she says she's out there being a superhero for these little furry friends of ours.
Yay.
But she also said, what do you do when a dog's on the line? Do you save it? Do you leave it? Like, how much of a dog owner are you ladies?
Dog people, I love dogs.
Would you go out of your way, though, to, like, go and pick it up and try to find a home for it?
If I had some sort of connection with the person or with whoever, I mean, if it's just a complete stranger's dog, and I don't think I would need, I don't know. I don't think so. Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I think I would. I'd probably be like, bring it over. You can stay here for a couple days. Who wants a dog? Post it up on social media.
But I mean, I'm just saying it depends on the circumstance. What if it just totally depends on the
It depends. I mean, is it like crucial? Is it like death?
Yeah. Let's say we see
timing or something. What do they call it?
I think for the most part that if the dog pound picks it up, 9 times out of 10 they'll be putting it to sleep. if it
Not the
doesn't get an
same
owner.
day though.
No, not the same day.
I think
Not the
if
same day.
there's something we can do, I think we should make an effort to do it.
Of course, if you can
Yeah.
do something, definitely
Yeah,
do it.
Totally.
But I also wonder if a dog goes in the system. I'm gonna call it the system. If a dog goes in the system, which is the impound, do they go through like a process where then
Yes.
it's harder
Oh.
for you to take them out, like for you
No.
to get them?
No,
If
they,
it's not
they
your
take their
dog?
picture, they put it on the website. Oh, for you to take your own dog
Like,
back?
let's say if Madi, right, the dog would have got picked up by the dog pound, and then she wants to go and pick it up. Will they give it to her because it's not her dog?
Right? Did she lose rights to
Yeah.
it? It's
Anybody can foster it though, or I don't know what that's called.
But then
Adopt
that's
it, adopt
paperwork,
it.
right?
Yeah, but they're probably
different.
gonna. So what they do, I think they're gonna. If it's a boy, they what is
Neuter
it called?
it?
Neuter it. I'm like snip.
They snip it.
And they neuter it, and then they put probably a chip in it, and then they register it if it's not registered. So they do like the proper paperwork, shots, and everything, and then they you're allowed to adopt the dog, and they put the picture up on the website, and then just like the same thing, and then after, if I don't know how long, if it's a week, 2 weeks, I don't know what the process is. If nobody adopts a dog, then they put it to sleep.
Right. So I just
my
want to
God,
say
that's
two more
freaking brutal.
things. Madi just said they get me with that damn in the arms
Of an angel song.
Y'all know that.
Oh yeah, that commercial sometimes is worse than the kids ones. Yeah, I feel you on
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
The application process is tougher. Luckily, otherwise, some crazy ass people take dogs from the pound and try to breed them to sell their puppies. No, they can't breed them, Amadi, because they literally every dog gets neutered. Like
Yes, once they get to the dog pound, they do.
yeah, every dog gets neutered.
For sure.
But yeah, so let's go ahead and start the game. What happened to my computer?
Didier, we see you in here. We haven't heard from you in a long time.
I know,
but we see
Didier, where
you.
you been at? Shout out to Didier. He is awesome. He is a
Yes.
fan of the Good News radio station. He listens to all the shows. He was actually at the Get Right's live show taking a bunch of pictures.
What?
Yeah, he was there taking lots of pictures. He's really good with the camera. So, maybe one of these days we're going to have Didier up in the studio for Ladies Night. He can take our pictures.
Nice.
All right, let's go ahead and start with the game time. Are you guys ready?
I don't know why today I feel ready. I feel like Jesus is on my side. Where's that number 29 at? Hey.
So, apparently we're going to play concentration today. Are you ready?
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Unless you guys want to play something else. You want to do shoot the shot?
Concentration. We don't have no shots.
Okay,
Just go.
The sangria. All right, we're gonna do starting with the cities in LA, but not in order, right? Just any city.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Not Riverside this time.
What?
You forgot last time I said Riverside?
Oh my God. Yeah, in LA, not an Empire. All right, here we go. Ready?
Okay, LA
Cities in
County, LA, like,
LA County.
all right, okay.
Here we go. Inglewood.
Wait, we didn't say concentration.
Oh my God. Concentration. Concentration is the game. Keep the rhythm or you'll be out the game. Starting with Inglewood,
Westchester,
Compton.
Culver City,
El Segundo,
South Central.
Venice,
Marina Del Rey,
Redondo Beach.
West LA,
Santa Monica.
Manhattan Beach.
I'm out.
Redondo Beach.
I'm out. No, that's it. I'm out. That's
Oh,
it.
I thought
that
you kept
ends.
going.
Now it's between you and Myra.
Did we say?
I'm out. I'm out.
We said Long Beach, right?
No, now it's something else.
nobody-
I'm changing the
Oh,
topic.
Okay, now
All
I'm
right.
starting again. I thought we were okay. I was on a rhythm. Why do you have to stop?
Because I got stuck. All right, here we go. You ready?
Oh Lord, yes. Okay, what was it first?
Okay. Foods that start with the letter B.
What, Jackie? For real?
Ready, go. Concentration. Concentration is the
Foods.
game. Keep the rhythm, or you'll start out the game.
Vegetables?
Starting with
Bananas.
Broccoli.
Oh, beans. Oh.
Brussels sprouts. Bitch, I don't know.
Yay, Maria. Maria won. Shout out to Maria.
Yeah. Hey. What? Hey.
I like it when you touch the floor.
Eso. Con queso.
One of these days we're gonna talk about this song. Actually, Go Loco by YG. We're gonna have to talk about it, but not tonight. I actually like the song though. I like the song.
I actually didn't like the fact that they came out. I had to look at the video. Like,
I like the song.
I don't like the song.
And I like the music video. And I actually do like that he's in the mariachi outfit. But that's a whole other thing. We're going to talk about that another night.
Yes.
My computer froze, y'all. I got to go through my phone to see the rest of the freaking, what is it? The segment. All right, let's go ahead and jump into tonight's topic, which is... It is brought to you by Kosi, our producer. She decided to talk about this because she wants to say all her business out there. she wants to talk about it. She wants to talk about a taste, huh? Summer flings, baby. Summer flings. That is right. Have you ever had a summer fling? Are you going to have a summer fling? Do you want a summer fling? Hey, girl, hey. I mean, so I know that it's summer fling, but I think I want to talk about flings in general and also vacation flings because a lot of people do go on vacations in the summer. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and ask y'all. Myra, have you ever had a summer/vacation fling?
I did have a vacation fling. Yes.
Vacation. Where were you vacationing when you had this fling of yours?
In the DR.
Woo!
Hey.
Yeah.
Cool, but he ain't like me. A lot of girls like me, niggas.
It wasn't even anyone from the DR, though.
I know.
It was someone that was vacationing there
Right.
from London.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so before you get into the details,
I'm not getting into details.
No, you
girl.
are. We're gonna share. That's what it's about today. I actually I know about Myra's already. I know all the information, but I'm gonna let her share what she wants to share on that. But I will say that I have also had a vacation fling when I went to Brazil. Oh, snap. You gotta taste it. He wanted more, but hey,
Don't they always?
So the same like Mary Kay.
Yeah, gotta beat him off with a bat.
Grandissimo.
Okay.
Just kidding.
So this was back when I just discovered Airbnb. We went to Brazil for my 21st birthday, and that was a while ago. And so I spent my 21st birthday in Brazil. And what's crazy is Brazil, you don't have to be 21 to drink. You can be 15 and drink out there. So it kind of took the fun out of that for me.
A whooping.
Kind of like Mexico, right? Because I think Mexico was the same way.
Same way, yeah. But I still had a lot of fun, and we stayed in an Airbnb. It was like a condo with a pool, and it had its own like pool guide. Had like the employees that worked there were like all hot, freaking Brazilian men, and one of them happened to catch my eye. As vice versa, they got their eye whatever. I caught their eye. I was their eye candy. They were my eye candy. They synced me, and they wanted me. Let's just say I had a boyfriend in Brazil for the 10 days that I was there. Literally after like the second or third day. Second or third day that I was there, we were booed up.
Yeah,
we were booed up. Like, homie, how do I have a boyfriend in Brazil? I've only been here for 2 days. I'm staying in Brazil, yo. I'm staying. No.
At least he thought you were.
I thought I was.
No, he thought you were.
Oh, yeah, he thought I was. And he literally... Okay, I'm going to fast forward to the day that I was leaving. He was off, right? Because he worked at the condo, whatever. He was off that day, but he came to see me off because he knew I was leaving that day. Tell me why it was the sweetest thing. You can ask Anna, my friend Karina, Angie. They were there, Monica. They saw him come, pull up, and we're pulling our stuff in the freaking taxi, whatever. And all of a sudden, he pops up, and he's like walking towards me, and I'm like, hey, whatever. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay, he came to say bye, whatever. This guy came with freaking gifts for me, and he wanted me to open the gifts in front of him. I was like, oh my God. I was so embarrassed because I don't like attention like that. So all the girls are just watching me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh my God. And two, he didn't speak English. He didn't speak Spanish. He spoke Portuguese, and I spoke English and Spanish. So how we communicated, I have no idea, but we made it work.
I can't.
Pretty much, he told me that like I got from it because Portuguese sounds a little bit like Spanish, a little bit. So I got some words from it, and he was just letting me know that he had so much fun getting to know me. He's gonna miss me. He got my email. He gave me a gift. I opened up. One of them was earrings. He gave me earrings from Brazil, handmade. Do I have them now? No, I don't. I don't know where they are. The second thing he gave me was like this bracelet, handmade from Brazil. I don't know where it's at. Yeah, it was really cute. I mean, the gift wasn't expensive, but it was thoughtful. It was really nice. And like, I feel like he genuinely fell for me. And I wasn't feeling for him like that either. I had fun and I liked him, but like, he genuinely fell for me. And I was like,
well, I gotta
oh
go
my.
back to the States.
Right. I gotta go
got
back.
booze over there too.
Yeah, my booze miss me out there, honey.
You better stop.
Do your Cardi.
Right? You better stop, girl.
Oh, okay. So, I had so much fun. He literally turned.
It's getting hot on her.
Right?
Turn the damn
Ooh,
AC
the
on.
sangria and shit. No, but he literally.
No, that story is fire.
He literally made me feel like I was the only girl in the world. He would, anytime he saw me, he would light up. He would come out of his office and come hug me, like, because when you're in Brazil, we're traveling, we're going to tourist spots, so he wouldn't see me like most of the day. But when I'd come back, he'd run out of the office and he'd come
Did
see.
he upgrade you?
It was a condo, so it was like.
Oh, he couldn't go higher than that.
No, it was a condo. Like, it's like somebody. It's like
snap.
it was literally somebody's house. This is when Airbnb, I think, just started.
What's his name?
Honestly, I don't even remember his name.
You didn't even have Instagram like that. Well, you did.
No, nothing. I think maybe WhatsApp existed, but I didn't even have that. Like, I think no, you know what it was? We exchanged emails. That was the only thing that we exchanged. And we're like, well, let's find each other. Email me. And honestly, I lost that paper by the time I got to LA. I don't know where it went. I'm wondering how he's doing.
He said trying to secure the citizenship.
Nay.
That visa.
Probably. You know what? He might, but I would have stayed out there to live out there. He never asked that he was going to come to LA, Didier. Okay. He wanted me actually to stay in Brazil. Stop hating, Didier. Stop hating. Let me get my Brazilian on. I need to go back to Brazil. I need to go back to Brazil.
You didn't have to bring no damn gifts. He could have just threw in the towel and said, fuck. Another one got away.
All right, so let me go ahead, Myra. You got to share your story about your summer fling. Come on now, or your vacation fling, I should say. Don't leave us hanging out there.
Okay.
Share what you can.
Well,
I think you guys met at the club, right?
Yes.
You guys met at the club. You had bottle service.
Yeah, so we met at the club. We had a table, and they had a table. They were there for a bachelor party, sorry. They were there for a bachelor party. One of the lads was going to get married, and they were there just having fun. And it was just me and my sister. And that was it. I think I saw him. We made eye contact. I'm like, dang, he's kind of cute. Check him out. And then the next day we were on the beach, and he was at a resort that was next to ours. My sister and I were on the beach taking pictures, and she was harassing the people that worked there, taking pictures with little monkeys and all kind of stuff.
Oh my god!
And they were all over her because she had yellow hair and all kind of stuff. So I saw him walking from the other side, on the beach from the other side, towards me, and he literally came towards me and just started talking to me, and I was like, oh my god, he's British. Yeah, but
you should see her, y'all. She put her hand on her chin and everything.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's so cute, he's British. But now he was cool, and we just hung out a few days. One day my sister and I went and did our thing, and then like we just were, and that was when we left. It was kind of the same thing though. He came and saw me and said bye and all this other stuff, and then we kept in touch. We still keep in touch on social media and stuff. So he's happily engaged with a baby now.
Shut up.
Yes.
Oh,
it's the cutest thing though, because he went through like a tough time with his girl and the pregnancy and stuff like that. So like I gave him some support and all this.
Well, that's so nice of you.
Yeah, he's such a good guy.
And at the end of the day, it's always going to be a memory, even if nothing came out of it. Because it was fun, right?
And especially for me, I was like, my sister was like, "Girl, just." But it was fun. It was a really good time. I
really think that, like, I know some people are like, ew, I don't want to hook up with anybody on vacation, or like sometimes that's fun. You need it, or you don't ever know. Like, I get it. Don't just hook up with crazies and weirdos.
Don't hook up with anybody. Just have fun. Yes, and I don't know how you got a whole boo for 10 days.
10 days,
I'm just
girl.
Saying, Girl, and so when you went out, did you like take him with you? Were you guys going?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just.
No, it's funny because I made out with other guys.
I was about to say, dang girl, you got booed up, and then what are you doing?
I was booed up only when I was at the condo, but like literally, Kosi. She, yeah, no, he literally would just stay there. I never went out with him, ever. It was just at the condo.
It's weird when you're on vacation. It's not
Because I knew what it was, but I feel like he caught feelings for me, so he was really interested in me and he wanted to pursue me.
You know what? I sort of get that vibe when you go out of the country to certain places, because I was getting that vibe from almost. There were a lot of people that were there, and the people that are from the resorts that are actually natives of whatever country you're in, it's like they try to cling to whatever.
Yeah.
There were about 3 or 4 different guys that worked in that resort that were just trying to cling, and I'm like, you just don't give them that energy. Because just imagine how many people they do that to.
Exactly.
We're not the only tourists that are there.
Exactly.
So it's like, no, thank you.
And even though I appreciated the attention. Like, who doesn't like attention like that? Like, make you feel like you're the only girl in the world, you're the most beautiful, like giving you gifts and stuff. But like, honestly, I wasn't taking it to like, oh my God, I found the love of my life. No, I would go to clubs and meet other Brazilians, and I made out with them, and like, I was on fucking vacation in Brazil. You know, I was having a good time. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so that was my fun summer flings out there, I guess. No, that was in February. I went for Carnival. I need to go back,
Oh,
yo.
that sounds like fun.
Oh my God, I was dancing in the rain in Brazil. So if you Carnival out there is like the Rose Bowl out here. They have parades,
Right,
They have
exactly,
dancers. I literally was standing on the bleachers, dancing in the rain. I fucking fell on my ass, started laughing, and got back up and just kept dancing. Like, I was just in a fucking dream. I was like living life out there. Let's go ahead and jump into the chat box. I see you guys are in there. I see you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, you're listening to Ladies Night Radio, hosted by Mysterious Jax and the ladies.
Hey.
All right, let's go.
Jackie just wanted free drinks for the whole trip.
I sure did.
Right, Kosi?
Oh my, no, wait, what? Kosi said that?
Yeah.
Where did she say that?
That's like the second comment down.
Whatever, Kosi, whatever. Madi said prison break out of here. Oh, she's talking about Ja Rule, I think, right?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, did you want to read anything, Maria?
No, I just came out of the restroom, so
oh my
sorry,
God,
guys.
they didn't need to know that. Oh
I'm
God.
gonna tell it how it is.
Oh God.
You're not gonna think I'm just not on point and not
Didier
listening.
Didier says he knows Portuguese. Fallo un poco. Okay, Didier, I see you. Chisora, bom dia, bom noche.
Okay, Jack, you sound sexy, girl.
Yeah. No wonder he fell in love.
Comment allez-vous?
Como te levu? No,
Très bien, merci. Et vous?
that's not Portuguese.
No, it's
French.
It's funny, you wanna know, because chisora means scissors.
Damn,
But it sounds so sexy.
I thought you were
Chisora.
ordering food.
Bom dia is good day. Bom
You
noche.
tell albóndigas.
Bom noche is good night.
Panocha?
Look, you Mexican ass. Leave me alone and listen to the Portuguese
That
that's
is
coming out my
the-
mouth.
Ponche.
That's the
Bom.
ugliest word, isn't
Bom
it?
noche.
I hate. I'm like, why did you even introduce this into
What,
that?
which word?
Panocha. It's so gross.
Panocha? No, but I said bom noche. Bom noche. See, look at you over here fucking. Bom noche.
Myra,
Bom
why
is.
such an ugly word.
Listen, bom is
It just
good.
sounds gross.
So fat and ugly and hairy and all that, huh?
I don't know. It just sounds bad to
Bom
me.
means good. Bom in Portuguese means good, and then noche means obviously night. Bom noche. You over here just making shit up, Maria. Anyways,
It said bum, 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 bum.
Maria, have you ever had a summer fling or vacation fling?
Not as an adult and not with sex.
Just
I went
FYI, I
to-
didn't have sex with this guy in Brazil.
Okay, well, damn,
No, when I went to Brazil, I was still a virgin.
Lord,
Lord mercy, I'm telling you.
he was in love with them hips.
The hips, the booty, me,
All
my
that.
personality, I'm just amazing.
Yes, I'm sorry, I just stopped at hips. Sorry. That is so true.
My
I'm so
heart,
sorry.
mi corazón, mi mente.
I guess the hips just wrap you up. You beautiful.
I know, I get it. I got too much hips.
Yes,
Damn it
yes,
to hell.
so beautiful.
Take these hips
No,
back.
but I went to Mexico when I was 18.
Oh shit! Hold on, let me put something
And-
for you.
I had gone to a retreat, and then I went to live with my dad's side of the family. I don't know if you remember when I was gone for almost a year.
I remember this.
And I was so in love with Mexico, y'all. I went to like the rancho, like the ranch, like you could say down south, where it's like miles before you see another house. And when I went, you know, my dad was really hardcore because I wasn't being at my best behavior. So I wanted to stay, and so he let me stay. So he would only send a certain amount of money to Mexico. So that was the funnest time of my life, even though it was like no money, nothing. We would go to this, I want to say this club, and we were young also, but they would allow us to get in. And I met, oh Lord, oh fuck, oh okay, I thought you were going to put a quinceañera song.
No, go with your story. Go with your story.
Okay, so I would be at the club, and I met this guy, and so the first night we hit it off good, and so you know we started talking or whatever, and after that, I was just like so in love with this guy. He was so handsome, like not in love like, oh, I want to stay, but just in love as in like his personality. He was fine as hell. He was a vaquero. Vaqueros are like guys that dress with like the tejana, the cowboy boots, the shirts. But then I don't know where it went south, and every time we saw each other, we had like this, I don't know, this argument or whatever. But I knew he liked me because I mean he was always where I was at.
Right.
And so my summer fling was just, I don't know.
How
having
old were
fun
you?
With this guy, and also
You're like 16, 17?
I was like 18.
Oh shit.
18, the best time I would say of my
She
young
was
adult life.
First of all, should we even be playing Vicente after his homophobic rant?
My mom said no.
Oh my God, you're
Yeah.
right, you're
Mom said
right,
no.
you're right. Let me
I
put some
know,
Ramon
right?
Ayala.
I know that my story is not as like intriguing and beautiful.
No,
as
it is.
y'all's,
What are you
but
talking about?
No, girl, that is cute.
What are you talking about? What?
You were
it's like an
18.
innocent love
It is
type
cute.
thing.
What are you talking about?
You acting like our stories were all ratchet.
I
and
know,
shit.
we weren't ratchet.
We just had cute stories just like you too. It didn't get ratchet.
Hey. Mira la pistolera.
And it's probably so much cuter because you were 18 and it's
I
like that
know.
innocent love and you're like, oh, I know you like me.
I had
Will
my
you
f-
be my husband for the rest of my life?
I had my first
or
kiss
no?
at
It's
18.
just a lot of stories to that. I don't want to bore you guys, but it was the best time, believe it or not. It
No,
was
I agree.
So amazing.
I feel you. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
at 18, I had my first kiss. I was a late bloomer to a lot of
Me
shit.
too.
But you know what? That don't mean nothing now.
Girl, you
Hey.
blooming.
Super freak, super freak. She. Oh yeah, don't get me started. We're gonna have to have one of those shows. But yeah, it's so funny because when I first had my first kiss it was in San Luis Obispo. I was a freshman in college. We road tripped to San Luis Obispo with my sorority, and this guy. It's so funny because this is going to be a great transition because get this motherfucker. He literally locks eyes with me. Actually, and I was feeling his friend at first. His friend caught my eye. But his friend, he was, I guess, a nerd. You know, I don't know if you've ever been to San Luis Obispo. They're like, I don't know. I'm not saying every guy's like that, but he was kind of a nerd. But he was a hot nerd. He didn't know he was hot. And that's what made me turn on him. But anyways, he didn't give me no game. But we ended up being really good friends. And we ended up having the same birthday. But his friend, I got his eye, and he literally came talk to me. The next thing you know, we holding hands. Like, we're boyfriend, girlfriend that night. How I get all these boyfriend,
Oh
girlfriends?
my God, girl. You
Literally.
move way too fast.
For my first kiss, yo. No,
Yeah.
no, literally, he was just like, you're so cute. Like, and so in college parties, you literally go from house to house. You go to house party to house party, and you walk all of it. This was before Uber. So you're walking from one house to the other house. And in San Luis Obispo, there's nothing out there, obviously. So we were at one house party, and they were like, oh, and then everybody's like, all right. Because it was his fraternity, my sorority. They're like, okay, we're going to go to this house. They're about 4 blocks down. And I was like, okay, whatever. Everybody just starts walking. And so he starts walking next to me. And he had his arm around me. The next thing you know, he's holding my hand. So we're literally holding hands. And Anna was there, and my sister, and she was just like looking at me side eye, like, oh my God, Jackie, I see you. And I was like, hey girl, whatever. He's holding my hand. The next thing you know, we at the next party, and we talking and flirting, and we making out. And that was like my first kiss. And I was like, oh shit. But anyways, let me fast forward to that. So I'm like, this guy is so hot. I'm gonna say his name. His name was Juan Uribe. That was his full name.
Girl. We're about to Instagram his ass.
For real.
Honestly, I don't even know where he's at. He's not on my Instagram,
look
not
at
my
her.
Facebook.
Uh,
And anyways, look, and get this.
Kelsey's about to find him on Facebook.
Get this. So then we literally, and at this time I was 18, and so I was still a virgin, obviously. And so he was like, "Hey, I'm like," so I ended up staying at one of our sorority sisters' house, and he's like, can I stay with you?" And I was like, "I don't know. You're gonna have to ask her." And like, we didn't do anything, but we literally slept on the couch and cuddled and like made out, and that was it. Like, we didn't do anything, and that was it. So after that, I was like, "Oh my god, I like him. I'm gonna make him my boyfriend, whatever." And so I had to go back to school, back to Northridge, but I'm asking all his fraternity brothers about him. Guess what I find out? He
He
has
had
a
a
fucking girlfriend.
Oh, douchebag.
Oh my god, I was so mad.
Hell!
Out of here.
Yes, he had a boy. He had a girlfriend.
He
And so-
might.
Yeah, right. And so I was like, what the hell? I feel so like betrayed and like lied to. And this is like young Jackie, who was still young and naive and like, and just.
Well, now you know.
Now I know shit.
You know better
So
now.
that's going to transition to the next topic, which is married men hitting on you. Yes. So I want to talk to you guys about this because within this week, 1 week, I'm at this temp job and I've been hit on twice within like 2 days separation, like apart, hit on by married men. And they got their wedding rings and everything. They're literally legitimate hurt, like hitting on me. One of them ended up getting my number only because I promote the good news, and he was like, "I'm interested in doing a podcast." I was like, "Okay, well, tell your friends to hit me up," because he was like, "Me and my friends," I was like, "Whatever." And I was like, "Okay." He got my number. Boom, that was that. After I literally sit across from this guy at work at this temp job. He has been texting me nonstop. And it started off as started off innocent, like, "Oh my god, I'm so tired, I want to go home." I'm like, "Oh yeah, me too, whatever, whatever." I'm just being nice. You know me, you guys, I do not like conflict. I'm being super nice. And then it goes into, "Hey, you should come with us to happy hour one of these days." And I'm like, "Oh, I'll let you know. My schedule's kind of busy this week, but I'll let you know." And so he's like, yeah, whatever. And he's like, "What do you drink?" He started asking me questions like that. I'm like, "Oh, I drink whiskey." Like, it's literally going to like regular conversation. But I'm like, "Dude, you got my number for the podcast, for the station. Okay, fine. I'll be polite and I'll just keep responding to you. But I'm just trying to get my job done. I'm just here to work." I'm like, "I'm not interested in him." And just mind you, he's not ugly. He's cute. But he's not my type. And so he is Latino. He has like this like spiky hair kind of hairstyle that like reminds me of like Jersey Shore almost. And he's Salvadorian. So I'm not saying nothing bad about Salvadorians. I'm just saying he is Salvadorian. And
I'll take him.
You just have to throw that in there.
if you're in the Latino community, you kind of know already. I'm not gonna say nothing, but yeah, he is Salvi. And so he's like texting me, and then as the week is going, every day the text messages are getting a little bit more intimate. And the next thing you know, he's like, "Yeah, next time we go to happy hour, like I'll drink you." Like, it's just stuff like that. And he's like, it's just getting a lot more flirty. And I'm just like, okay, I don't know how to stop this now, because I'm like, so I don't want any drama at the place that I'm just doing this temp job for now. At the same time, I'm not being blunt, and maybe I should be, but you guys know I'm not like that confrontational person that like, I don't know. So I don't know. Like, do you guys ever get hit on by married men? What do you do? How do you respond to this? Like, I don't even know what to do right now. I'm not saying this never happened, but I'm just saying, like, I work with this guy and I have to keep seeing him. And today was supposed to be my last day. And the guy that's my supervisor at this job just asked me to come back on Monday. And I'm just like, I need the money, so I'm going to do it. But fuck, I sit across this, literally, like where you are, that's where he sits, Myra. And like, we're like literally this, like, so if he texts me, he knows that I got his text. Cause literally I have my headphones in, I'm listening to my music, and I'm just doing what I gotta do. So how do you respond to this, Myra? What would you do?
Girl, this sounds like an HR case.
Seriously.
It does, but I don't think it's necessarily an HR case, because you guys did have a mutual conversation in the beginning. Just tell him, like, hey, you know what I mean?
So the ring is one thing. He could be separated. Have you asked him if he's
No.
married?
I asked him his situation. He just said it's complicated.
Okay.
He's married and he wants to, and he's cheating on her.
He's
That's
probably
why it's
living under the
complicated.
same household. He's doing his thing, probably trying to leave her, like Myra said, and cheating on her or whatever. When it's complicated, you just gotta say, call me back
I
when it's
don't
not
want your
complicated.
problems.
Yeah.
Right. So
And
like
you're
at the-
just going from
Yes, you need to get you a what's her name?
non-attached, non-complicated.
What's her name?
Who?
The girl that the Kardashian ex.
Oh, China.
Black China?
No, the Woods.
Oh,
Jordan.
You
Jordan
need to
Woods.
get you a Jordan Woods shirt that says "I don't want your problems."
Ooh,
Hey.
yes.
I love
No,
that.
but you should.
And if you're listening, boo, fix that complication before you try to move on.
What do you
Right.
think about him? Do you like him? Would you?
So, like I
you
said,
did
he-
say he's not your type, right?
Yeah, he's not my type. So, one, he's not my type physically because, like, he is cute. I'm not gonna tell you that. Like, he's not cute. He is cute, but one, I think because he's so forward, he's so blunt. It's kind of a turnoff. I do like for. It's so funny. I guess
Swag.
no. I guess it's like I don't. I like the not the chase, but I like it to be authentic, and I feel like he's forcing it too much. Like he like wants it
It
too
almost
hard.
sounds like he has no respect for himself.
And
it's like
that too.
value yourself.
It's like he's like the
bit
slut of the
more.
office almost.
Yeah,
It's like he's the slut of the office.
that's
Like,
what
oh,
it
another
sounds like
temp.
for sure.
What'd you say, Maria?
Like, oh, another temp.
Oh yeah, let's get this temp.
Yeah, like
Girl, you're
let me
fresh
get-
meat. That's what it is.
And I'm like, yo, like, and I'm like, he's not ugly. And I told him, like, what's your situation? Like, aren't you married? Because obviously I see your ring. He's like, oh, it's complicated. That's what he told me.
Does he
So-
talk to anybody? Sorry, Myra. Does he talk to anybody else in the office?
No. So everybody's kind of like chill. They have like the just whatever vibe. Like everybody's like family there. But no, I don't get the vibe that he's talking to anybody
Not
there.
anymore, maybe.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, right.
Viejo cabrón.
Yeah. You know what? I had a married guy hit on me once, and alcohol was involved, but I don't put that past him because this was the type of person who is always in these type of situations, like a person that travels a lot, and we end up in certain work events annually, and this guy does it all the time. He's always traveling, and he's married, and he hit on me, and he's known me, and he's for the last few years or whatever since before he did that.
Right.
I was shocked. I guess this was me being naive, respecting marriage so much. I was completely shocked. I felt betrayed for his wife
See?
when he hit on me. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, we all kind of have this idea of marriage, and then when a married man hits on you, it kind of brings that down, and you're like, oh, you fucking fuck this. I don't care about marriage anymore. I can't believe this douchebag just disrespected his wife like this. But
Right.
it's real life. You know what I
Yep.
mean? It happens. And I had to turn that down, and I was just shocked, and I couldn't believe it. But it's life. It happens. I was a little more naive because I think I was just believing that marriage was a certain thing, and this was maybe about 6 years ago. But not too long ago, there's this one person on social media that's constantly giving me compliments. And I'm polite, and I say thank you. And he's tried to reach out to me before and say little things here and there. But, I mean, I'm not rude, and I deflect certain things because I don't look at it. Like, I'm not receptive to it.
Right.
Right.
So not too long ago, he says he actually is like, oh, you know, you're so beautiful. What can I do to spend some time with you? What can I do? And makes comments about my lips, and then says things. Oh, I wish I could just get a kiss. So I was like, hey, aren't you in a relationship? Didn't you just like? And I wasn't trying to be rude to him, and I was very polite. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, I am, but you know, we're working things out. I'm like, well, if you're
We're working
Yes.
things out. And
so
he
I
wants to-
literally
Oh,
told him,
hell
I'm like,
no.
look, if you're working things out, I'm like, whether you're working things out or not, it's disrespectful to your woman or to your girlfriend, and like, because I am who I am, I think that you should stop texting me. You should stop
Yes.
complimenting me because it's disrespectful to her. He's like, yeah, you're right. And I'm like, I appreciate your compliments, but please stop disrespecting her. And don't use me because I'm not going to condone it.
Right.
And so he was like, you're right. And he kind of fell back, and he's like, I respect that. I do apologize. And he's never came back. And then he just proposed to her. He just proposed to her like freaking a month ago. And he was just in my DMs doing all of this.
Dirty.
A few weeks before that, I'm like, I can't with these dudes. I was like, I'm so glad I put him in his place.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously has no shame.
He has no shame, and he's just trying to see I'm like, no, I'm not the one. Wrong one.
Good women that he wants to marry.
And
Still
they have
trying
a
to see what
beautiful
else is out
family.
there,
They
yeah.
have 2 beautiful children. Like they're I'm like, come on, dude. Like I look at his girl or his fiance because he posts her on his page. I'm like, yeah, you're lost. If you fuck this up, this is on you.
Right. So, like, oh my God. So I'm just like, one more day. I said, one more day, and then I'm out of there. I don't have to see him again. Like, seriously, that's my mindset. Because you guys know me. I don't like conflict. I don't like drama. I'm just like, I just want to stay quiet. Like, literally, I just stay quiet. Like, how he started talking to me, I don't even know. I shouldn't have never gave him my number because it's just too much.
I think that's what it is. The minute you give your number, they feel like it's a green light.
It's a green light. But like me, you know, you guys, I make money off doing the podcast too. So of course I'm gonna promote it. I always promote the good news. Either always do because like that's my passion, my love, that's my work as well. And so I was like talking about it because he was like, oh, what else are you doing? I was like, oh, I have this radio show. I'm also a station manager. And that's how he got my number because he's like, I'm interested in having a podcast. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Like, hey. Next time he texts you, be like, hey, are you interested in doing anything for the podcast? Oh, no. Okay, well, when you are, hit me up. Have a good one. Do it like that.
That's a good one, Myra. Myra. Okay. I see. I'm going to take notes on that.
Yes, girl.
Well, how do you guys feel about women who hit on men who are married? I mean, women who are married who hit on single men.
Oh, women who are married. Oh.
You know, I've only seen that once.
I don't know.
I would say in my lifetime. And the girl was married. I remember I was like maybe in my early 20s. I had just had Alexis. She was probably about 4. I was working at this worker compensation, workers' comp office. And the girl was really out there. And she always dressed really nice, really cute girl, Latina. And this guy started. He was really handsome. He was fine. And I remember us going. Good. Yes, he looked good. I remember going on outings, you know, just like the way, you know, going out with your coworkers for drinks. And she would be all over him. And she would drive the family truck. Her husband would come to some of these outings sometimes. Like she would, and I just couldn't believe it. Like,
right.
I just was like.
So do you think okay, let me ask you guys this. Do you think that men and women seek that attention for different reasons or the same reason?
No.
Or the same reason?
They could have daddy issues. They could
that they're both married and they are in a relationship. Why do they seek this information? Like, I mean, this attention.
I'm saying there could be different reasons. Like some women just, they could have been like molested at an early age.
That's why they want to cheat.
They have men issues. They have this thing where not being able to like stay with one man.
I think I think you're doing too deep in that. I think for women who
it's a deep thing.
I think women who cheat are not getting the attention that they want from their men, and I think
that could be another thing. There's different scenarios.
That's what I'm trying to say. I think you're going too deep in that. I feel like that's way too deep on that.
It could be a correct something for some people. Reasons. I'm sure, yeah.
But I'm saying like more than just the the general response.
Support from their spouses.
That's why I feel like more women
who
are married end up cheating because of that.
So I had a conversation with a friend a while back, and she had been married, I want to say, for a good 15 years, and she she cheated, you know, for she said it was about maybe almost a year, and he found out. So when I asked her, like, what made you cheat? Like, why? And she said, because somebody was making her feel like she was important.
They were giving her attention.
Yes. Somebody was making her feel loved. So, yes, that is most of the time. I think in both ways, men and women, because if you are lacking, men and women, with sex, with telling your partner how fine he looks or how good he looks or doing the little things that you did to get him or her, it just becomes a norm. And when it becomes a norm, it becomes what? It becomes boring, right?
Right.
So then here comes another person that kind of peeps you out and just starts giving you compliments or starts, you know, flirting with you without really saying or showing too much flirtation. And it starts like, oh, and then you start dressing up and then more things start happening. So I can see that part happening as far as like, I want to say like as far as like the attention's not there, you know, the even the caress, like the just not even sex, just the point of, you know, having your hand around this person or giving them a kiss when they get home or, you know, many things. Like my neighbors, they were like, they're in there, or my own neighbors because I live somewhere else now, but I want to say they're almost 60, and every time he leaves, she gives him the bendición, you know, the sign of the cross, and gives him a kiss.
Aww.
And for me,
Blesses him.
you know, I'm just like, that is love. Continuing to do things that make your spouse say, "This is why I have her."
So Anna's in the chat box.
On both sides. It needs to be her and him.
That's why I said it goes both ways.
Anna's in the chat box. She says, but I need to talk to them and let them know there is a lack in your relationship before
Yes.
you dive somewhere else.
Yes,
Yeah,
Anna,
that's-
I agree.
Yep.
I agree as well. So, okay, so do you think men, they're not getting that attention either and that's why they cheat, or is just all about sex for them? They could be getting the sex at home, but they want more sex or whatever.
It depends, Jackie. Like I said, there's different reasons of why people cheat. Like, look at what's her name, Holly Berry. Who was that?
Well,
that
he-
was married with Holly Berry. That
Eric
was a
Bennett,
huge
Bennett, or
sex-
Eric Bennett.
He was
Sex
a
addict.
sex
He was
addict.
Eric Bennett. Sorry, yeah.
Now, why he's a sex addict? Like, I don't know. Like,
Lamar
I don't know
Odom
his
just came.
history.
Lamar Odom just came
Yes.
out that he's a sex addict.
So it could be for many reasons, and their reasons can be coping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They use women to cope.
And a lot of people don't realize how negative their behavior is or what they're doing until they've lived a certain amount of time, and some people just never grow out of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You need to want to change or want to better yourself, and that comes with growth. It comes with realization. It comes with you wanting just to be a better human for yourself. I think it's all self-love. A lot of people that do this type of stuff are either insecure, are not sure with themselves, don't really love themselves. So you know it, and that's the type of behavior they lash out. I believe so.
Yeah.
And then once you kind of find that peace with yourself and you start growing and you realize what you've done and how you can change, that's when you start looking back in retrospect and you're like, hey, this is where I fucked up and I'm better now. This is what you start realizing, and then a better person will, you know, eventually have peace and forgive themselves and forgive other people. Maybe they did go through certain things and that's why they're doing what they're doing, you know?
So Chris just joined the topic. Hi, Chris from the Get Right family of the Good News Radio. You can catch their show every Sunday at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. from the Get Right. He wants to know what the topic is. So right now we're just talking about married men and women who step out of their relationship and cheat. I was just explaining to them that I just started doing this temp job, and this man he somehow got my number and he's been texting me.
Not somehow, she gave it to him.
But because I gave it to him with intentions of
promoting the show.
promoting the station, because he said he had a podcast, and I obviously engineer podcasts. And that's also another side of my work. That's like money for me. So like, of course, somebody tells me they have a podcast. I'm like, yeah, come through.
You're networking.
Yeah, I'm networking. I'm, trying to make business for the Good News. And so he ended up getting my number, but he hasn't used it for the podcast. He's been using it to text me, flirt with me, pretty much ask me out to happy hour. So we're talking about men and women who, what's the reasoning for cheating? Why do they cheat? Like, is it the same reason that men and women cheat? Just stuff like that. So we're talking about right now men, and as far as like what you would do if they approach you, and then right now we're like, why do they do it? Like, why do men and women step out of their marriage? If you're not happy, why don't you do therapy? Why don't you separate, or get divorced? What is it that's holding you there if you're not happy? If you're cheating, that means you're not happy. If you're not happy, then why are you still there? So that's also my thing too, for a lot of these.
I'm also wondering, like, you know how you are who you are when you meet someone, you are who you are when you marry them or whatnot, whether or not you jump into a relationship with them. So I'm wondering if, like, these insecurities that they may have that did not come out, it's not because of the marriage, it's something that they've already had within them. So when you mention therapy, I think that's why sometimes therapy does not work for a couple, because this issue was within them before they even got married. Or, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
I feel like that person has to really, like, go back. It's kind of like what Myra said. Like, they have to go back and figure out what is it that is messing with them for them to take these actions. So it's kind of like they might have to leave the person that they're with to find themselves again.
Yeah, because honestly, it all has to do with you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's in you. And you can try to find peace in anything, but when you're not at peace with yourself and with God, and if you're religious and if you believe in God, but I feel like if you're not at peace with yourself and if you're not at peace with God, you're going to have issues. You know what I mean?
Being at peace with yourself is, it goes a long way, right? It could be from your childhood. It could be from something that happened within these 2 years with your previous relationship. And if you think like, there's nothing wrong with me, I just love women. No, honey. You got to dig deep.
You got to dig deep because there's a core. There's a core to the problem that deep down somewhere. Right. And you need to identify it and work on it. If you don't, you'll always be in the same space all the time.
So,
you know what I mean?
So Chris says, I will never understand why men and women cheat. It will never make sense to me. And I know that Chris is very like blunt about this. He says if his partner ever cheats on him, it's over. Like cheating for Chris is a deal breaker. I know that cheating is not a deal breaker for every relationship, but I know that he has said it many times that if his partner ever cheats on him, he's done. Like it's a deal breaker. So my thing
There's
also
a lot of deal breakers, though.
My thing with that too, also I have a question about that. Like I forgot who I was talking about this. I was talking to one of my softball teammates. I'm not going to say his name, but he's a guy. And I told him... No, actually, it wasn't him.
Shut up.
But so I told him about the situation with this guy at my temp job. And he said, Jackie, you have fun with it. Like, if you think he's cute and you're attracted to him, hook up with him. And I said, but I believe... Look, and I said that. I was like, look, I believe in karma. And I don't want that on me. And he said... It's not your karma though. It's his karma.
No, it's yours.
Hold on. Let me finish saying. Damn, ladies.
Already know.
I know.
No.
Let me finish saying what he said. He said it's not your karma. It's their karma. One, he said you're single. He said you're single, and it's not your situation. It's his situation. He's the one in a relationship. So if anybody's gonna get karma, it's gonna be him, not you. So you do you. You have fun. If you want him, go for it, girl. This is what his advice was. And so I'm just listening because I just listen to people, but I'm thinking like karma is karma, and I get it. But at the end of the day, I understand what he's saying because I'm the single person. I'm not cheating on anybody, and I don't even know his person. So I understand where my friend is coming from. But at the end of the day, like I feel like karma is still karma, and he's just like, it's not your karma.
I don't think you need
it's gonna turn on you eventually.
But here's the thing. I don't think you should look at it like it's karma against you.
Right.
I think the way to look, this is going to vary for different people because not all women or not all men have the same values and beliefs. Yeah. I personally will never get with someone who is in a relationship or is married or in a complicated because I value myself too much.
It's complicated.
Yeah, no.
You want to get into
all,
a complicated situation?
I value and love myself too much.
How does it take away from you, though?
No, because I don't care what you have. I mean, this man is not for me. If he's with somebody else.
What if you don't want a relationship with him and you just let's say he's fine as hell.
Girl, let me
just
tell
say
you,
he's Justin Timberlake or something. And
I know I'm gonna be with Myra on this one. I can already see.
No, I'm trying to be devil advocate right here.
No, I totally get what you're saying. But here's the thing: this goes down to the type of person that you are.
Yeah. Right.
You can totally be like, hey, I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna fuck the shit out of him. I don't care. You can do all of that. But if that's not part of what you believe in, you're not going to do it. I'm not going to sacrifice who I am and what I stand for, my standards, my values, for a hookup.
Yes.
With somebody who's in a relationship.
Yes.
Do you know how many men there are out here? It's never that serious for me to hook up with somebody who's married because you are not it, boo. You are for somebody else.
You know how many of us are out here in this world for me to be worried about somebody that has a complicated situation?
First of all, I don't want your problems, boy. Bye. Like, no. I'm just saying it's different for everybody. Someone may be like, okay, I'm gonna.
But you're not looking for a relationship with him.
I don't care if I'm not looking for a relationship, but I'm not looking for somebody who has a complicated situation going on. And
let's say you just hook up. That's it. Bye.
But what you're forgetting is that these men are not that vocal about what their situation is.
That's why you get to know a person. I'm sorry.
So you have women that are caught up in situations like this because men are not vocal. So then by the time they're like, oh, I'm with someone and whatnot, you already got into it. Then what?
Not all women. I am gonna not put myself in that position where I'm
Yeah.
gonna be in somebody else's situation because he didn't tell me enough. First of all, if you're not telling me enough, I don't need to be around you. And I'm gonna tell myself that I'm a really good judge of character, and if I maybe sometimes miss something, then hey, but I'm not gonna put myself in a situation where I'm vulnerable or where I feel like I don't know enough, because I'm not gonna play Inspector Gadget with your ass. You do not. You're not worth all that time for me. I'm too busy to be worrying about somebody else's situation.
Shout out to everybody who is in the chat box. We see you. Thank you for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, Hi, Raul. If you're just tuning in, I just want to catch you guys up real quick. This is Ladies Night Radio Show. I'm your host, Mysterious Jax. My co-host, the ladies.
Woo! What's up, y'all?
Raul walked into a whole passionate conversation.
So, Raul, today we talked about summer flings, vacation flings, and right now we're talking about married men and married women hitting on you. So, like, I gave a story of how I'm at this temp job right now, and one of the employees started hitting on me, and he's married, and he got my number because he got it because I was giving it to him for business, and he's just been texting me, and he's married. So right now we're talking about why do married men and why do married women cheat on their spouse. Like, if you're not happy, then just leave, right? Or go to therapy. Why include other people in your drama? So I'm trying to be devil's advocate as far as for the women and the men who are the single ones and, you know, are just minding their business and they get hit on by maybe an attractive person and they don't have any ties with them or their married spouse. So what's the problem with them? Like, let them have a good time and then bounce, right? But I get it because I'm being devil's advocate. So right now we're talking about why men cheat, what's the issue with that, and are the single girls, single men to blame for as well? And so Myra and Maria, I was gonna say Mari, are saying that both are to blame. I'm getting from you guys.
Well, it depends. So if the man is playing games and he's not being straightforward, right, like Kosi said, then yes, it's not the other party's fault. It's just the person that is playing this game. However, if the person, if he's being he or she is being honest with the other person, and that person still continues to go on with the whole situation, then yes, they are both at fault and they're both gonna burn in hell and they're gonna get bad karma. But just
burn in hell.
But just to correct this,
girl.
but just to correct this, Jackie, just to let you know that the guy did not tell you he was married. He played what is it called? The complicated card.
No, I know he's married because I see his wedding ring.
Right, no, I get it, but he played
not trying to hide it.
complicated
He's
card.
not hiding it at all.
He played it's complicated
Yeah,
card.
because I asked him,
And-
what's your situation? He said
and
it's
a
complicated.
lot of people want to throw that so freely because they sleeping on the couch for a week and then all of a sudden it became complicated and then they just out there doing their thing.
Right.
Yeah. So Raul said they're both to blame, yes, but more so the one in the relationship. That's true.
Thank you, Raul.
So here-
I agree 100%.
There's times when these guys will tell you it's complicated or I'm in the middle, we're breaking up, there's these things. They'll lead you to believe that it is going to end. You know what I mean? And you are in the meantime probably in the back burner, kind of like, okay, well, you know what? We'll continue to talk. Eventually, you'll probably, it'll be over, and then we'll sort of continue or whatever. We'll see where it goes. But that's just stringing you and leading you on. That's all that's doing is just stringing you along and leading you on. And then they'll probably have a way of wording it to where to make you believe like they're really, oh yeah, we live together, but we don't get along, and she sleeps in this room, or we're gonna move out, she's gonna move out, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? And it will fuck with your head and make you think that certain things, girl, that is a red flag, boo. It totally is a red flag. If that's your, hey, I'm sorry, okay, I will be cool, hey, how you doing? So, but don't get yourself involved in that because you'll end up being the one played. In the end, that's how that works.
Didier says forgiveness is the final of love. Forgiveness is the final of love.
It is
Forgiveness
because
is a sign of self-love.
yes, it is because it will allow you to release all the negative energy that's in your body, in your heart, and in your soul, and it will allow you to move to your next level of now moving on. So
Right.
yes, I agree.
I mean, at the end of the day, I just really think that couples, before you bring anybody into your relationship, because sometimes couples have open relationships, but in this case, I know I'm pretty sure it's not open relationship. You guys have to understand, like, if you're married and you're in a relationship, like, I know that you don't really care about the person that you're trying to hook up with. You could care less. But, like, that's not fair. Like, at least tell them, be honest, that you are in a relationship, that you're married. Let them decide if that's what they want to do. And also, if you're married, you really need to self-reflect.
Yes.
And find out why you're reaching out to other people. Is it something that are you not happy? Maybe you should go to therapy. Maybe you should self-reflect. Maybe you should really focus on your relationship. If you're not happy, if you don't want to be with them, okay, I get it. Then don't be with them. Separate. Break up. Something that's not fair for you. It's not fair for them. If you're just staying for the kids, that's also not fair to the kids because you guys are not showing them a healthy relationship. You're not. And you're raising them in that way. And that's not fair to your kids. You guys can raise your kids without being together.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I totally agree with that. Yeah.
So my thing is, if you're not happy, do something about it. If you want to make it work with them, go to therapy, talk it out, make it work. If you don't, okay, it's time to cut the strings and move out. But it's not fair that you keep trying to like have these hookups with these, create side chicks and friends with benefits and booty calls because you're not getting enough sex. Like, you need to figure that out for sure.
I saw this post. I'm sorry, I want to make this funny kind of.
Go for it.
I saw this post that says, at what age do men truly settle down? And someone says, when their hairline starts receding. I was like, damn, I don't want no damn freaking bald dude.
Right?
Oh, man. Well, that wraps up today's topic. Thank you guys for tuning in to Ladies Night Radio. I'm your host, Mysterious Jax, here with the ladies.
Hey.
Before we leave, we like to end our night with Myra's question of the night.
Walk talking like a boss, I just lift a hand. 3 million cash. Call me Rain.
So Myra likes to ask us crazy questions sometimes, and we all have to answer it. There's no ifs, buts, or what about it. So you guys in the chat box, I want you guys to answer it as well. So Myra, what is the question of the night, girl?
Oh my God, guys. Okay, so.
Oh,
she said y'all ain't ready.
I just want to point out that one of the viewers says that he feels attacked by you.
Ooh.
He let it taste. Yeah, that's cool. But he ain't like me.
Okay, which part? Which part, Raul?
Nigga, get your ass checked like a fucking
What
Nike.
part? What
Me
part?
not
What part?
icy, that's unlikely. And she
Myra was talking hell of a lot. What part?
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, you guys should not feel attacked. This is our own opinions, and you don't have to agree with it. Like, some of the things that Myra's saying, I don't agree with everything, and I feel like the women and men who are single and are getting hit on by these married people are not at fault at all. Like, they're just living their life. I'm sorry, that's just me.
It's also vice versa. You also sometimes have the single people that be like, hey, boo, what's your name?
Yes.
And then you be like, sorry, I'm married. And then they try
keep-
to throw that lyric at you.
Which
what your man got to do with me?
Right.
Ooh, not a damn
You
thing.
can't have friends.
Oh, he said the hairline. I'm a faithful 36-year-old man. It was a joke. She knows I'm kidding.
Oh my God, Raul.
Damn, Myra.
That's funny. Okay, guys. We'll keep it on the same subject. We will say, question, and this is for Raul, you too, since you're in the chat box, heavy. Have you guys ever cheated in a relationship? I'm sorry. Okay, here's the thing. Since we didn't really play a game where you truth or shot, we can truth or shot this if you want.
Kosie's sweating over here. You want to take your sweater off?
You know what? No, you know what? I'm going to take my question back. I'm going to take it back.
No,
Just change it.
why?
Okay, fine.
What were
Leave
you going
it.
to change it to?
I'm going to change it to...
She don't even know. Good Lord.
What's that song by that one girl that it's about cheating? What's it called? She's I think a country singer. What's her name?
Oh, the one that Taylor Swift?
No, not Taylor Swift.
The one that won American Idol.
No, not Kelly Clarkson.
No, the blonde.
Yeah, the blonde
small
one. What's her
She
name?
won American Idol. She didn't win, but she was a part of American Idol.
What's her name?
Hold on. No, that's
Wait, yeah,
Taylor
that
Swift.
one.
Kelly Clarkson?
No,
That's
it's not
Taylor Swift.
No, it's not Taylor Swift.
Witherspoon.
Oh,
No.
Carrie
I know-
Underwood.
Carrie
Yes,
Underwood.
Carrie
I knew it
Underwood.
was something.
I know what song you're gonna put too. I used to bump the hell out that song.
You know, what about Keisha Cole? I should have cheated.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God,
That's a
I
good
forgot
song.
about that one.
She brought that
They're all
out
coming
on
back.
what's it called? Love and Hip Hop.
And I do like country. I don't know about
Me
you guys.
too.
I'm a country fan. It does sound a lot
Certain
like
songs though,
Mexican
not
music.
all,
Not all, for
but
sure.
certain ones for sure.
But
I
this
do.
one for sure is a hit.
Yes.
Okay. So Raul just okay, so let's switch the question because I think that one we could someone could have
Yes,
done
that one, Raul.
So the one where she fucks up the dude's
Yeah,
truck.
that's
Okay,
it.
what's the craziest thing that you guys have ever done in a relationship? Like got pissed off, and have you guys ever done anything super fucked up, like fucked up a dude's truck?
No.
Oh no.
Okay, well, what's the craziest thing you've done in a breakup or in the middle of a breakup or whatever?
You know, I didn't really date much. I didn't have my first real official boyfriend until I was in my early 20s. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 20, 21. And then Corey, I would say, was my second, third official boyfriend. So I didn't date much.
Well, in a relationship, what's the craziest thing you've done that has kind of got you out of character? It doesn't have to be it could be any relationship. It doesn't have to be one in particular.
That got me out of character?
Yeah, like something that you look back and you're like, damn,
Well,
I could have got arrested for that.
Could have got arrested for that. Let me see. Besides,
Okay, just tell him how to keep his car. It's fine. Just admit it.
Just you keep someone's car. No?
I've never keyed
So
nobody's car.
okay,
The reason why I brought this up is because it reminds me of how Lamar Odom said that Khloe Kardashian
She denies that.
She busted into a hotel room and beat the shit out of the first
at
girl
the stripper.
that she caught.
yeah.
So
Was this his recent one on,
that was
on
his
Big Boy?
in his book, and he's been interviewing
Oh, okay.
about it.
Because on Big Boy, he came out on, I think, Thursday, and he was giving her props, saying she was the realest woman that he knows.
Yeah.
Because, of
wants
all
her
that
back.
she was there for her or whatever.
I'm pretty cool with. I broke up with all the guys that I've been with, and so I've never done anything crazy. They've never cheated on me. But I will say this: I was in Rosarito, and my sorority sister, I guess, caught her boyfriend flirting with somebody, not even cheating, flirting with somebody. And she went up to him. They were making a scene at Papa's and Beer. And the next thing I know, I just see a freaking slap across the face. And he didn't even do anything. He didn't flinch. I mean, he grabbed his face oh shit, she just fucking slapped the shit out of me. And I guess when they got back home, she keyed the shit out of his car and both sides. So I get it. Women can get there crazy if men push them to it. But I've never done anything crazy like that. No.
I think for me, I think I want to say maybe 19, 20. And I was not living at home anymore. I was actually living with a friend. And I was dating this guy, my first love. And towards the end of the relationship, he started to get really ruthless. And I was at his mom's house, and he was dating already somebody else. So he had been really rude to me, in a really rude, ruthless way.
Right.
And days passed, and I was walking.
You let it build up.
And I saw him. He was coming down the street. And so I went to my friend's house and grabbed something and came back. And I don't know, he was messing with me. And he had drove up right next to me. And I just cocked that motherfucker. And I said, talk your shit now. And my friend had just came out the shower. And she's like, what you doing with that? Where you going?
Oh
Where you
God,
going? I
you
was
had a
saying a
weapon.
damn thing.
And
I was walking. And he pulled up thinking he was funny, trying to like smirk and like, what's up, girl? I was like, all right.
geez.
Talk to me. Hey, I got it now. Hey.
That was
You need
crazy.
some
That was
Jesus
crazy.
in
That
your
was
life.
crazy. Because
That's some crazy shit.
she's got it good.
I don't play.
I used to be scared.
Hey.
What I had a situation where it wasn't even me. It wasn't even my relationship. I had a friend. We were celebrating my ex and her ex's birthdays, and we were at a club, and some girl kept flirting with her man, like in front of her, and she didn't say or do anything. It just was just happening in her face. I felt offended. I'm like, I'm right here and you're here and you're not doing anything. I literally grabbed the birthday cake. I had like 2 handfuls of it and I just threw it at the girl.
Oh shit! Why'd you throw it at her? Wait, why did you throw it at her and not him?
They were
Right.
both together, so they both got cake faced. So I threw it at both of them.
He was bold enough to be over there next to this
Yes,
girl.
and so look, it ended up actually it ended up me arguing with my friend because I was upset at her that she was not saying anything to him and that I had to say something. But of course, we were all hanging out and everybody was drinking. But that was something crazy, and it ultimately we look back at it and we all laugh because all my friends were there, and we were all so cute and everybody had cake on them.
Oh my god!
Something to laugh at the end.
It was funny.
I get it.
I mean, of course, the joke wasn't on me. It was on somebody else. I don't know how I would have felt if it would have been me. but
Right, exactly.
So,
Well, that wraps up our craziness today. Shout out to everybody for listening. Everybody in the chat box, thank you for tuning in. All of our listeners, this is Ladies Night. Shout out to Kosi, our producer, for putting tonight's show together.
Thank you.
Wow.
before we go, should we say that Raul fucked up his yard out of frustration
Oh,
day?
yeah. Say that. Oh, yeah. Let's
What
go.
did he
Oh,
say?
hold on. I got it. Because he literally was. So you asked about the question, right? And he says, the craziest thing is I completely wrecked my patio furniture out of frustration. What the hell,
So,
Raul?
guys, you guys don't know Raul.
No, we don't.
Raul is a bodybuilder.
Oh,
He's
shit.
freaking huge. He's so he's big to the point where when we go on work events and have to catch a plane, he has to move to first class because his excuse is, I'm too big for the people next to me. Really, he just wants to get a free first class.
So he doesn't
upgrade.
buy first class tickets?
No, he gets a free upgrade because
How
of
does
his
he
size.
get, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
She telling Raul. She telling all your
Raul,
business.
but it's okay, Raul, because I'm happy for you.
What? How do they?
But yes,
how do they
so
fall for that?
He's competed and done the whole muscle man type of stuff, so he's a pretty big
So he said jealous much?
I mean, at least he beat up the patio and not her or the boyfriend.
He better not.
Wow, Raul.
Wait,
Show me your
yes.
tricks. I want to be in first class.
Raul, I want to
Hey,
know.
Raul,
did he say why he did that?
I don't know.
No,
but
he didn't say why.
I'm not jealous, Raul. I'm a corporate carded next time, dude.
I'm assuming that she cheated on him and that's why he wrecked the furniture. I think so. Right, Raul? She cheated on you and that's why you wrecked the patio furniture. I'm assuming that's why.
Okay, my next question, my next 2 questions is 1, did you stay with her? And then 2, if you stayed with her, you had to come out the pocket for some more furniture.
Of course he did. And he's calling you out, Myra. He says, why don't you ever work out with him? He says you're always saying you're going to work out with him.
This guy lives in the desert in Palm Springs
Oh,
area.
no.
Like, really?
No.
You know what, Raul? Jackie, the ladies are going to probably take a vacation to Palm Springs. And
Our next live show. There it
yes,
goes.
we can have a live show
Our
at
next
Palm
live
Springs.
show.
Can you
Yes.
do a ladies' night workout and have us all like be like the
No,
trainer?
no.
Yeah. He'll put us to work out. Push-ups. Hey Maria, give me 50 push-ups, girl.
The hell I will. Pick up this damn little bottle right here.
Oh my god.
All right, guys, we're taking it too far.
Shout out to everybody for tuning in. Thank you for spending your Friday night. I know it's been a long week. I appreciate you
Yes.
guys. You guys have been through it.
Kids
You
are
got through
finally out
it.
of school.
You guys got through it. Okay, another
Amen.
week. You're alive. You're happy. You're blessed. You got food in your stomach. You got a
Speak,
roof over your head. You
sister.
got clothes on your back. And you are here tuning in with us, Ladies Night. We appreciate you. And, you know, eventually I'm going to promote our live show that's going to be coming up in the near future. I hope you guys are ready because, you know, we're ready. Are y'all ready?
We ready?
You ready for a live show, y'all?
Yes, we're ready. As long as I got King Jesus.
We don't need
I
to.
know I was supposed to sing, y'all, but I'm a little, you know, as you can hear,
Oh, yeah.
congested.
No, you have to sing.
I'm a little sick.
Go ahead. Sing.
Amazing Grace.
Maria, come on, man. You told the people you are going to sing tonight, so...
No, you told the people I was going to sing. I just sent you the damn video or the text message. Don't be pointing at me, Kosi.
The people have been waiting.
What?
If you sent it to us, what did you think we were gonna do?
I wanted you to acknowledge that somebody was saying that I could sing.
That's what she's doing right now. She's acknowledging it.
That doesn't mean I'm going to sing.
How are you gonna prove that she can sing?
Look at her face. Oh my God, that's the happiest.
No, the
face.
people are waiting for you to sing. That's why they tuned in tonight. Thank you for listening
sing
to
with
Ladies
you.
Night Radio.
Yes. Sé que tienes un nuevo amor. Sin embargo, te deseo lo mejor. You gotta raise it up. Si no encontraste felicidad, tal vez alguien más te la dará. Serves perfect with our show. Como la flor, con tanto amor, me diste tú. Y se marchitó, me marchó hoy. Yo sé perder, pero ay, cómo me duele. ¡Ey! Ay, cómo me duele.
Thank you for spending your Friday night with us. I'm your host, Mysterious Jax. This is Ladies Night Radio Show. And just remember one thing, ladies. You are enough.
Don't settle, baby.
Ever.
Sing us out, Maria. Sing us out. Hey.
Vieras cómo duele perderte, amor. Tal vez alguien más te la
No, that's the first verse.
I missed it.
Si pueda volver a amar, porque te di
Todo el amor que pude dar. Como la flor, con tanto amor, me diste tú. Y se marchitó, me marchó hoy. Yo sé perder, pero ay,
Cómo me duele.
I was doing chorus and Selena.
Ay,
Cómo me duele.
Shout out to Maria and
need
Myra
the
for
hype
giving us and
man.
signing us out. We love you. Tune in to Good News Radio. There's so many amazing shows. Thank you for tuning in. We love you. Shout out, everybody.
Como la flor, con tanto amor,
con tanto amor
me diste tú. Se marchitó.